Welcome back to the YTG podcast. If
Welcome.
you are new here, my name is Nico. I'm an automotive photographer and now amateur racing driver.
I'm Sean, and I am the owner of this lovely shed in Keysborough, YTG Young Timers Garage.
Here
Welcome.
on the weekly-ish YTG podcast, we're going to give you the sort of inside scoop inside the automotive industry in Australia, as well as some fantastic stories, motorsport, anything car related. So, and a bit of electric car hate. Join us on another episode, and we hope you enjoy. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
The end of the year is here. If you guys are watching this between when this drops and New Year's, well done. Bloody hell. What are you doing? You should be with your family. Bloody hell.
They're sitting there at home because of the noise, and they're just watching on their phone.
Hopefully you're all enjoying your lovely holidays like we will be when that point comes.
Yes. We close from the 24th and open up on the 2nd.
Yes, which will
But we're around. If you're real, we're here.
That is always the case.
Yeah,
so,
always.
Jump into some F1 chat.
And hope everyone had a great Christmas when you see this.
Oh, yes,
too,
of course.
because it was
Of course.
happy.
Hope you all got
Christmas.
Porsche 911s for Christmas.
Yeah.
So, it's just been dropped an hour ago. Liam Lawson in the Red Bull seat.
Yep. Yeah. Well, we knew it was sort of Perez was half on the way out, and I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I reckon I would have probably gone for Tsunoda.
I don't think Tsunoda has ever had the consistency to be a top seat driver. I think you'd still get the crashes and the mistakes.
So I still think that Liam. I reckon you're better off because he's got a few years now. Tsunoda. He's definitely been better and consistent than his teammates always.
Right.
And less headaches. And if he has, it's due to some fuckwit knocking him in. But overall, I look at it and go, well, Red Bull. It's such a hard team that they've had so many second chairs that they've rotated so much.
Yeah.
I just thought for consistency and hit the ground running, I personally thought that Tsunoda would have been the better choice than say Lawson. Give Lawson a full year in the sister team.
Yep.
Get him up to speed. Whereas I reckon if Lawson doesn't hold his own, he's not allowed to fucking pass Max, but if he doesn't get right up like he's meant to be second and they get the constructors, I reckon after a couple of races, they'll fuck him off and put him back, and I reckon they'll bring Tsunoda across. I just think they will. It's just too...
It would be a classic Red Bull move.
Yeah, mate, that's what they do. That's what they're known for. They don't give a fuck. Who gives a fuck about contract? They don't give a shit, mate.
Yep.
They just... They got Maxine there. They want to fucking protect him. They just need the right driver that can fucking do it. But, hey, like... Technically, sorry, like Bottas. I'm sorry, mate. You're always going to be a bridesmaid. You're never going to be a bride.
Yeah.
But, hey, if someone told me, hey, you're going to be how many times second in the World Championship? People forget that.
Yeah.
Bottas, 4 times, whatever it is. He run plenty of races.
Yeah.
And Constructors' Championship. So we forget that. And that's the thing. So for me, you go, you know what? Sweet. I accept that. Oh, yeah, but then, every race driver wants to win. Of course he does, but you got to look at it. They're going to try and be the number one in a shit team or be number 2 in a fucking best team.
Yeah.
Fucking oath, I take it. Fucking oath, mate. Who cares? You'll get your opportunity, but that's just the fucking way it is, mate. So, I don't know. I reckon it was not the right move putting Liam there.
Interesting.
They're
definitely taking a chance on him.
I think so. And I think he's ruffled a few feathers, like I said before, that he probably didn't intend to, or maybe he did, or maybe he's trying to go, well, fuck, I've got to show that I can piss in this fucking league.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I mean, look, I hope he does. I mean, obviously the synergies we have there, because obviously with David Dickers and Roden and all of that, and it's fantastic. I mean, I certainly congratulated him on when he got the gig, when he got the step up. And, definitely proud for David. He's been big supporter of him, but... Yeah, I mean, look, he deserves to be in F1. He is, but that's a pretty big fucking chair, man. You know what I mean? I don't know if he was ready for it yet. But hey, who the fuck am I know? Anyway, be interesting
We'll
to see.
We'll find out.
Melbourne next year with the first race, and go Ferrari,
mate. I'm pumped. I don't know who to support
stoked.
because I'm loving Red Bull for Liam. I'm loving Ferrari because their whole
like I would have been fucked. It'll never happen. It would never have happened. But let's just say Lewis went to Red Bull. It would never happen.
No.
But I will never forgive Red Bull. I can't get over it. I never will. I'll fucking go to my grave, never get over it.
But between Ferrari and McLaren, I love both of those lineups. I'm really torn.
McLaren's got a fantastic. It's great to see them win the constructors. It was really good. Sad that Ferrari just couldn't get this shit together. But goes to show the strong momentum. It was a really strong momentum. It was great. But it just goes to show that. Red Bull really they've only got one person they can depend on.
Yeah, 100%.
And
it's going to be interesting year next year.
It's not a team.
Yeah,
it's one person built around.
Last year's the next year before the 2026 regulations, which change everything.
Yeah.
So I would expect to see similar results next year to this year.
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping that Ferrari will get the momentum. And I think with Lewis being there and just making a few, I love that. Everyone fucking sends me that video of Lauda Hunt when Nicky goes to Ferrari and he's driving and he gets
this is a piece of shit.
Hey, shush, you can't say that. Yeah, well, that fucking is. You know what I mean? But it's, I think it's, again, I get asked all the time. I think people all know now. I fucking grouse. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I think it's great. I'm a Lewis Hamilton supporter.
Yep.
So, not that he would, but, if he went to Sauber, like Fred Levasseur, like the other idiot, Matima, going, I wouldn't. Who gives a fuck what you say, mate? You got the arse from fucking Ferrari. Now you're fucking doing Sauber. Well, Lewis wouldn't go to Sauber, mate. As Fred goes, a lot of people love to fucking throw rocks. They don't want everyone to talk about what we're doing. Don't know what we're talking about. What about you're doing, mate? You know what I mean? Fuck. It's fucking grouse. I think it's grouse. Oh, is there going to be problems between Leclerc and him? No.
Nah, I don't think so, no.
Leclerc's the future Ferrari, mate. Leclerc's not going anywhere.
Yeah, exactly right.
Leclerc, well, we used to say this about Mercedes and Lewis. It'll be a one brand forever. And we thought it was going to be at one stage. But I think Ferrari would be that with Leclerc. Lewis is going to be there for next 2 years.
Leclerc's also aware that Lewis isn't a career replacement. Lewis is about to go, he's not around forever.
Mate, Ayrton said in his documentary when he was talking, he goes, after Williams, I'll go to Ferrari and then I'll retire.
Yeah.
He said it.
For all we know, that's exactly
probably
why.
what have happened.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And then, so every fucking, I don't care, every Ferrari, every driver would love to go for Ferrari.
Yeah.
Everyone. Vettel did it, Orlando did it, Alonso did it. I mean, they've all done it. So, and 9 out of 10 of those fucking pricks would want to go. No, 11 out of 10 would want to go there.
Yeah.
So he's going to go. He's still at the top of his game. Look at some of his races this year, mate.
Oh, mate. Abu Dhabi, the last lap overtake on George.
Come on, mate. On the outside. Oh. Yeah, mate. I'm the man.
Oh.
From fucking where he started to where he was to where he came back, finished fourth, mate, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And his race in Brazil, was it Brazil? Where he came back, was it Silverstone? Was
he
fucking
won
fantastic.
Silverstone.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And, okay, everyone goes, he said it. I'm not fast anymore. Yeah, in that fucking car.
Yeah.
In that car.
Yeah.
You think you're going to give him the fucking right car?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
They're not. They're not going to fucking give him the right car. They're going to fucking look after fucking Lando. Fucking Lando. Fucking, what's his name? George.
Yeah, George.
He's a fucking girl. He's just carries on like a big shot. You know what I mean? Come on, mate. I think I've showed that I can equal Lewis. Really, dickhead? Really?
Well, he did on points, technically, but...
Who gives a fuck? The car was fucked. He's never had the... Mate, they're giving him the new stuff, not giving Lewis the new stuff.
Right, okay.
The developments. I mean, come on, man. It is what it is, mate. Doesn't matter. He's the GOAT. Fuck him.
It's going to be a good year next year.
It's going to be grouse, mate. Grouse. And the first race of the season. So, I mean, I can't wait till fucking testing in Jerez, but it's I think it's fantastic. Well, Lewis has already done a few trips, unofficial. Done a few trips. So.
Did you see what they did with the Sainzes for their send-off?
Yeah.
At Maranello?
Yeah.
They put Carlos and his dad in Formula One cars?
Yeah, special.
What a day.
Special. And I think you can see a lot of people are questioning whether or not it was the right move to get Lewis because there seemed to be a really good synergy with Lewis, with both those two. But hang on. You didn't get the results you could have achieved.
Yeah.
So you need a fucking warrior and someone who's got every run on the board to come and go, right, this is what we need to do.
Yeah.
Then build it, make it fucking a winning championship again, winning team, and then retire. Take your statesmanship like Ferrari have offered you, which Mercedes fucked up and didn't offer.
Yeah.
And now Carlos comes back and they're they'll be the dominant. That's what I'm hoping for. They'll now have the dominance that Mercedes and Red Bull. And that's what I'm hoping for. That's really what I say. Brother, it's been 2007 and they fluked that by 1 point.
Yeah.
And that was only because fucking Lewis put in the kitty litter in China, mate.
Yeah.
So he won that championship.
Yeah.
So really, that was it. And they've won nothing fucking close.
Yeah.
Vettel, Fernando, no one. So it'd be massive, man.
Fingers crossed.
It'd be huge, mate. Give him the car,
crossed.
he'll fucking deliver.
Yeah.
Won't be an issue.
Yeah.
No, it'll be good.
I'm very keen.
Yeah, it's going to be grouse.
So, last bit of latest news before we move on to Car of the Week, which we forgot to do last episode.
We didn't do one.
That's all right, because there's plenty, so we'll skip across a bunch of them. So the last bit of latest news is Canberra Festival Speed. I'm going to be up there. I don't think you will be, but I will be.
We were going to do something, weren't we? Going to do something.
It sounds like you're potentially going to be in New Zealand now. So Adelaide Festival of Speed, we're doing something.
That big influencer.
Potentially, yep.
Which we'll tell you more about that.
That'll come later on.
Huge,
that'll come later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, Canberra Festival Speed. I'll be there with Hyper Racer.
When
We've
is
got
that, though?
5-6 cars. End of January. You'll be in New Zealand.
Well, no, you've got to come to New Zealand if we're going to go to this event.
It depends on the dates.
Well, it depends on the dates, but yeah. If it's not, and I'll be here, then
any of you guys that are coming to Canberra Festival Speed or thinking about coming, make the trip. See you there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fairly cool event. They've really upgraded it since last year.
That'll be good.
And, there is a chance. We haven't been sent the email yet about what cars are in what run groups, but I could very well be on track with Benetton Formula One cars and stuff, which would be wild.
so same like an Adelaide Festival of Speed.
Yeah, they've got a track and they let all the cars out.
Have them out.
So we're bringing 5 up. We're going to be running around the track together.
Fantastic.
But there's only 8 run groups for the day. And there's a whole bunch of other open wheelers and stuff coming.
So they might put them all together in a way.
Put them all together, in which case, mate, can you imagine being fucking this far away from a V8,
track.
V10 F1 car at full noise?
That'd be huge.
Fingers crossed.
That'd be huge.
Fingers
crossed.
crossed.
Fingers, if we're not in Adelaide, so if we're not in New Zealand, or even if we are and then we come back, that'll be good. I'd actually come to that. Adelaide, that'll be nice. Cruise up, Canberra.
I've just straight piped my beast, so I'll be at a full 115 decibels of anger.
Oh, are you allowed to up there?
I've got to compete with Formula One cars, man.
Well, you're not going to hear you. It'll be like an electric car.
Literally. Yep, so I've straight piped my beast, so it's nice and loud.
Nice. Yeah,
Should be good. Yeah, anyway, let's move on to featured car of the week. Now, we didn't do this last week, so we'll skim through a few.
I don't even know where to start.
I've already got
a lot of them are sold before we even got a chance.
So the 3 that we're meant to do, or 4 that we're meant to do last week, which kind of come as a package, is our hot hatch icons.
Well, they are pretty special.
They are pretty cool. So
everyone we spoke to, like Ben, Mikey, I'm sorry. What's his name? New Zealand guy. Young guy. Sam, yeah. Everyone's talked about let's do something with these. Yeah, they're just fucking cool. And they are epic because they're only 2 in Australia.
So we've got 2 Renault Clio Williams F1 editions.
Yeah, Series 1 and a Series 2.
Correct. And the Series 1 is the only one in the country?
Yeah, there was one Series 1, which is that, and there was 2 Series 2s. One of them has been sold. And then now there's this one.
So we've got 3 of them in the country.
Technically, there's only 3 in the country and 2 of them here.
Sitting right next to them, in between them, is a mint Peugeot 205 GTI.
Mint. I mean, they're all mint, but the Peugeot 205 and the Delta.
Yes, and the 4th is the Lancia Delta Integrale.
And this car won. This car won concourse at Sydney, like this Spectacular thing. So that's a big thing. And it's just.
They are 4 mint condition cars.
And it is just so perfect. So most know now, but if you don't, how did I come up with the name? Because I'm not a type of bloke it's a baker. I'm not that type of have your name up in lights. That's not the way I am. So I wanted to call something that really influenced me as a kid growing up and young timers. There's all the really cool stuff from like 70s, 80s and 90s and, early 2000s, that sort of stuff. And those 4 cars down there are the I guess, is it the eponym? What the fuck's the word? Like the
epitome.
Epitome is like the pinnacle of cult, classic hot hatches.
Yeah.
They are.
The only thing we're missing is a first generation GTI.
Yeah, correct. Basically, that's pretty much it. Yeah. But you've got everyone running around in A45s and RS3s and all that sort of shit now.
That's where it came from.
It's because of all of those things.
Yeah.
And, they are raw. There's no ABS. There's no traction control. There's no real power steering.
And they're light.
They're light.
They're so light.
They're like, if you've seen those classic things where they're such a tight chassis and they kick their left,
kick the wheel
up, that's what they're about. And just pure essence. And they are so period correct, like the stereos, even the original carpets, all the stuff that's been changed because multiple owners. Not these. These have all been just babied. Like
they're immaculate.
The files in every car like this, like just owned by fastidious collectors. Now, this is what I love about this stuff. I mean, now that's not massive investments compared to say, we sold the Murcielago. So there's certain cars which are getting to known as like the YTG, like they're like mascot cars.
Yeah.
The Novatec twin supercharged Ferrari, which is finally coming to Australia.
Awesome.
That'll be here probably in about 2 or 3 months. We had a lot of shit to go through, but the car's it's genuine. It's fucking genuine. So anyway, that's coming. And then fuck, what was the other one?
The Black Series has definitely been a bit of a mascot car with us. The P1.
Yeah, the P1, which of course, which we bought and sold years ago, but that's a mascot car. And this Murcielago Roadster, our manual Murcielago
Roadster.
What
Sam and Tony drove.
Yeah. So we finally sold that. And that's sadly going overseas.
Very sad.
Very, very sad.
That is a special car.
But, again, it's like, that was over $1 million. And, these are like 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, granted the Delta's a bit more, but, but they're such iconic, fun, secure, strong returns over time because they are just such cult cars and they're very generational. And it was good to see at our open house on the weekend that a lot of young guys, your sort of generation, really appreciated and really loved them and saw them and just was like, yeah, man, they're cool. One were like, well done, we didn't think you would carry that because I'm not a hot hatch guy really, but I love cars. So for me, when we traded them all, including the RS4, how cool that was, the best B5 RS4 example in Australia.
In a second, yeah.
Definitely, in Australia with their heart, and most probably in the world. Considering what other cars just sold recently, our car was a bargain, I reckon. It's just been, and that's what people are saying, like, yeah, look, we're blessed. We've always got fantastic diversity of cars, but just of late, just some of the cool shit that we've never had before,
Yeah.
Always have our Ferrari, McLarens, that's what Porsche, that sort of stuff, which we, again, awesome, but yeah, some really fucking cool shit.
It's been a good run of stock lately. So the other two cars that I had to talk about for this week, Car of the Week, you guys might remember a couple of episodes ago, we had a question from the audience sent in through Instagram asking us for the best future classics under 100K. And two of the cars that we mentioned were Audi RS4s and Nissan R32 GTRs.
Yeah.
We now have both of those
both
in the
sold.
showroom.
Both sold, but that just goes to show you how strong of a want and I guess a desire for blue chip clean examples like R32, 33, 34, 35, 35s. Majority are tuned or chipped or modified. The majority, not majority. So to see something that's just so beautiful and original, original carpets, radio, it still has the original bubbling in the dash, which is all factory. That's how they were. They were just fucked. They just were. Original exhaust.
That's rare.
That's original stickers on the airbox, things like that. That's just special. And 9 out of 10 have been smashed, bashed, raped, pillaged, fucked, worked on, came back to what they were. It's very hard to, mutton dressed as lamb, it's very hard. You can see it. I've been around the block, man. I've fucking seen some shit. And, we've been privileged to have these cars and bang, fucking gone, sold, bang, done. Like that B5 RS4, they're special cars, mate. They're only made 2 years. Codsworth, cool. Combination of, in endurance and, mechanical know-how and engineering. And it both just such blue chip. Yeah, we've been blessed, man.
And the styling of that RS4, it just hits you.
Yeah, man, it's just cool. And what I love about it, like I said, is the cars we buy, we feel, and we sell, it's generational. That's what I say. Such a wide range of people we had here at our open house. All shapes, colours, different fucking nationalities, fucking like what we love. But everyone could find an appreciation for certain cars. Like everyone had a kin to it, you know what I mean? Yep. And that's the thing that young timers, I guess what we've always pushed and what we wanted to create is something that has something for everyone in something that's unique and special. And it doesn't have to be 6 and 7 figures, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be that. So that's the thing that I think, like I said, we're blessed. 2 weeks' time, we're into our 5th year. And the range of stock that's been coming through, the diversity has been fantastic. It really has. And it's, like I said, it's good to see such a wide generation of buyers. That's what I'm really liking.
Okay.
There's a couple of blokes, like the Peugeot, we've pretty much done a deal on the Peugeot 205, and they're all youngish guys, late 20s, early 30s, that sort of stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, man, it's fucking grouse. And a couple of blokes we got on the Ferrari 355, all younger guys.
Cool.
Which is good. You know what I mean? They're appreciating it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, I've had no one on that M2. Fucking hell.
Really?
No
one on the M2?
No.
So it's like 2021? 2023 M2. The ugly one.
I think it's fucking ugly as sin.
No.
Oh, but you're selling it, Sean.
I thought that would have gone immediately. I just mean I have to
fucking love the look of it.
That's
amazing. It's the cheapest launch blue in the country. It's done fuck all Ks.
No interest.
7,000 or 8,000 K. Sorry. We've had interest, but the problem is that people have got, like everyone knows, I prefer to do clean deals than trades.
Because this is a new car. Everyone's trading in new stuff.
Thank you, man. And the shit that they've had, so we've had interest, but I got shit that I can't trade. Not this time of the fucking year. You know what I mean? And honestly, like I said, it's just, I'm not a fan of the new M product or the new AMG product. I think it's shit. And the fact that that's shit, they're going back to V8s. Well done, AMG. Fucking shitload of money.
Fascinating.
So interesting.
Fascinating. All right, so a couple of questions from the audience this week. The first one, and these are all so good, and they're mostly for you. So the first one, is tuning cars something that you recommend? Mm-hmm. What does it do to the resale values of the cars, and does it hurt the car in other ways or just value? No, my whole career, whenever I've walked down to value a car with a salesman or whatever, if I was running, value and joint or whatever, it doesn't matter. We go look at the trade-in, and they're all tuned and all that stuff, and some are. And you got to be careful. I mean, not that I give a fuck. I mean, but so much pride. Oh, I've done all this stuff, and you go and you look at it, and the thing's on its ass, and they drop the camber, and change this, and tune that, and chip that, and change the throttle body, this, that. And okay, now it's fucking 800 horsepower or whatever the case may be. What, 400 wasn't enough? 500 wasn't enough? I mean, like, hello, a V8 supercar's only 650 horsepower. Yeah. I mean, like, you want 800 horsepower in your R8? You want 1,000 horsepower in your fucking Nissan GTR? Really? Half your pricks can't fucking drive it. So all you're doing is putting so much stress on this engine and all the componentry, and you don't know what's happened. Yeah, some can take it. Some are very detuned, as you hear. But no. The manufacturer, like some of these cars, especially the cars that we play with, I don't like seeing stuff that's been worked. Even though, yes, I've had supercharged C63s. I've had increased turbo capacity, new M8s. So I have had it. It's not by choice. I've either traded it or I've moved them on or whatever the case. But I've always said, no, keep them original. Or if you're going to fuck with it, keep all the original parts. Yep. Because most of these cars have no resale, because the next buyer, just like you would be, a bit of common sense here. When you see a car, it's been pop, 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 on its ass, fuck it, the guy's not being nice to it. Yep. Do you want that car? Yeah. Hello, it's a bit of fucking common sense here, people. Yeah. You take yourself out of your situation, and would you buy your car? Would you really buy your car? Yeah. I would honestly say not many people would. So as a rule of thumb throughout my career, I don't like anything being tuned. If you have to do something
The most you do is an exhaust, which can always be reversed because a lot of clients change on the McLarens. The biggest car that I've found that people change pipes on in my career, McLaren.
I understand that because they are quite tame.
They're very tame. Under load, they don't have a lot. Bit of, but it's built that way. But then they usually Aquapovic. Everyone puts fucking Aquapovic on fucking McLarens. They sound great. We've had a number of them here. They sound good. Or the early Ferraris, you change them. Fucking, you change the pipes, Millimiglia, fucking tubies, whatever. Because they sound epic.
A 360 or 355 on tubies.
I still say it. One of the best sounding cars you could ever experience. You have to actually experience it, and I've been privileged. A manual 355, and I actually say open roof because you just feel it. In a manual with a set of tubies, stage 2, stage 3 is too loud. Stage 2, forget it. Fucking forget it. The sound is fucking epic.
And the 355 in particular, it's not just the exhaust noise.
It's the engine.
It's got that intake sound that the 360 onwards doesn't have. The 360 is still great, but the 355 has that almost carby intake noise. Just that growl.
That growl. It's a beautiful sound.
It is.
I mean, I have to admit, she'll be here soon. The 430, our 430 twin supercharged, Novatec. That sounds like a fucking V10.
Right.
Yeah. So, honestly, I was too scared to open it all up.
Wow.
I really was.
I can't wait.
I was too scared to because I was worried that she'd snap. As a typical fucking Ferrari can. And, I'm not fucking Lewis Hamilton at centre. I don't fucking carry on like I am. I can fucking steer, but I'm not that. At fucking 180 k's an hour, the fucking thing snaps.
Nah.
I'm not prepared for that.
No, thank you.
No. So I actually never... Quack, 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 quack. I actually never did it because I was too scared. On a track, different story. But on these beautiful, beautiful roads in New Zealand, even then I wasn't. So I would like to actually really... Because that thing sounds fucking epic. Because like Stradale... It's like fucking Scuderia pipes, straight pipes. And twin thing, mate, and it just fucking hits it hard. Like you're just like, shit, grab a gear. Like she's like, rah, rah. So that, they do sound fucking crazy. They really do. But again, going back to where all this, no. Don't tune your car. And if you do, don't go stupid because you will have no resale. You'll avoid your warranty within day one. You avoid there's no warranty coverage on it. And unless you go and spend oodles of money, you'll have to do everything else as well. You go and increase your turbos, what? You go and add 300 horsepower, but you don't do anything else? You're going to fucking fry your gearbox, fry your diffs, fry your brakes. That's a stupid thing. So then all of a sudden now, I'm not going to do all that. You'll drop 100 grand on the car in 2 seconds. Then what's it worth? Nothing. So, no.
You never get your money back.
Never.
All right, the next question. This is a bit of an interesting one. So it's obviously come from someone who doesn't own a supercar, someone with some strong opinions. So the question goes, what is the real truth behind hyper/supercar craze, and why are most of the owners arrogant smartasses?
Look, you can't look, I mean, it's sad. I mean, a lot of people say that. I mean, I even sometimes say that because I do know some who are fucking tools. But
there's lots of tools in Golf Rs and M3s as well.
Look, it's like anything. People go, this race is bad, that race is bad. Mate, there's fucking shit in every fucking race. There's shit in every fucking car. And it's just the way it is. But in saying that, if you had to fucking throw a rock at a certain demographic or a certain group.
I know where this is going.
Well, you have to fucking throw at anything with a V12 from Italy. Or fucking, you have to. Or fucking something that comes from Italy, generally, or maybe from UK. Well, in terms of a super hypercar, because these people, there's a lot of people that buy them purely for the status they bring with it. That's the truth, mate. And if you don't believe it, go fuck off. I've been in the trade 20 years. I ran every fucking premium brand. I know the culture. Not everyone's like that, but a lot do. They buy it because of what they believe the brand gets them and the doors it supposedly opens.
Which it does.
No, it does in certain areas. And in certain areas, all you're doing is you're surrounded by a bunch of fucking wankers. But in same token, it depends on what you want. A lot of people love that shit. But they're not my fucking people. That's why I don't carry that crap here. So in saying that, each to their own, but those own aren't ours. So I agree with that person saying. I have witnessed it firsthand. Not all are like that, but there's also, you have to look at the other side of the fence. There's also, and sorry, I don't have elephants in my life, white elephants. A lot of cunts out there, a lot of people out there are fucking jealous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I jealous? I couldn't give a fuck. I've driven every fucking supercar, every fucking hypercar. Half the pricks I fucking never know. Fucking can't even get close to it. So for me, I'm immune to it. I drive shit that I love. If it's expensive, it's expensive. If it's not, it's not.
Yeah.
But majority of people don't know anything else. So they just think, if I fucking get this, then I'll be one of those. One of those can be both.
Yeah.
Wanker or cool. A lot of the high. I mean, I'm in a little different. I'm in a little bit of a different sphere to most people in terms of my clientele, the space we play in. Don't forget, we're 1 to 5% of the market in terms of the car market.
Yeah.
Okay, we're 1 to 5% of the captured market. So we're fucking niche. All right. 95% of the people out there don't understand.
Yeah.
Don't know. Don't experience. Have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
Apart from sitting on the fence and giving an observations, which care factor is 0. So in saying that, majority of people throw rocks at cunts at people in fucking hyper supercars because they're jealous. 2, some people buy it, the people that buy it for their ego, or what they call a small dick, all that bullshit, whatever you want to call it, they give a bad name for the rest that don't buy it that way.
Yeah.
Again, I'm speaking from fucking first-hand experience of what I've witnessed, what I know, and that's certain markets I don't play in. Simple.
Yeah.
Simple. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not better than anyone. I fucking make different choices. It's just my market.
Yeah.
So I hear that a lot. I hear that quite a lot. But there is also an element of that, oh, fuck you. It shouldn't be that way,
and
too.
There's another side of this coin, though, which is, Tristan, that light's just come off. Is that an issue? Just noticed that. I don't know when that turned off, but I've just noticed that.
Oh, yeah. We're still all right?
Doesn't need a new battery.
That's all right. Just
when did that turn off?
We'll have some elevator music.
Elevator music, yeah.
Come back to the technical.
There we go. We're back.
Thank you very much.
So there's a flip side to this coin, which no one who has owned a supercar would understand.
That's what I'm saying.
And this is that there is a lot of assholes everywhere. And as a supercar owner, you would be amazed how much crap you cop for being a supercar owner.
Yeah.
Try driving a Lambo through the city and having someone smear ice cream over it, you know, for no other reason than pure jealousy.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? Or try taking your pride and joy that you've saved up $100,000+ for to the supermarket and then being terrified to leave it in the parking lot because you don't know who's going to do what.
Well, when I ran Ferrari in Sydney, the head office, it was only me and Angela that usually would drive a Ferrari. And every time I went out for dinner, I'd park in... I just automatically just park right in front. I couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Apart from being disabled spot, I park always where I can see the car. I couldn't give a fuck. I'll pay the ticket.
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper to pay a $250 ticket than some cunt fucking scratching my $750,000 car.
Exactly.
Because he doesn't like me because I'm driving that.
Yeah. Yeah. So supercar owners,
the thing.
They can come across as assholes because they have to deal with that, you know.
True. Yeah, but some of them are just fucking natural assholes.
Some of them are.
And they buy it because they got massive fucking insecurities.
Assholes everywhere.
And they need to buy a car because it justifies their existence. Whereas they wouldn't have the gumption to jump in an MG3 outside, which a decent suit's worth more, but they wouldn't jump in that because they wouldn't be seeing it. Whereas I'll fucking jump in that tomorrow, and then I'll jump in my XJ220, and then I'll jump in my 675 LT, well, then I'll jump on my 458. I couldn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Some people just can't do that. They can't go beyond that.
Yeah.
Because it's, oh, I can't do that. No, then that means you're not really a car person. You bought it for what that car represents.
Yeah.
And I see that all the time.
Yeah.
Whereas they can't see anything past that circle or that pond.
There's definitely I've met guys out there who I've met at events who have rocked up in very nice cars.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take long to realize they're not actually car people at all. They have bought that thing for exactly the same reason that they bought the watch they're wearing. And, you know, they're not car people at all. And they have no idea how to drive either, which is terrifying.
Most of them don't.
That's a totally separate conversation.
Fuck.
But yeah, for some people, it's just like a watch or something else. You know, it's
100.
just a...
It's an attainment of what that allows me to be a part of. You've got a lot of, I guess, introverted, social, inept people that have a lot of money that buy these things that they feel will allow them to get access to.
Yeah, right, okay.
I've seen it before.
Yeah.
Still see it today. And they want to be a part of that.
Buys themselves into a social circle sort of thing.
Basically, yeah. I've had people that have bought these certain cars to get them involved in their networking because they felt that it would open doors up.
Yeah, right.
And yes, some do.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Some do, definitely.
How interesting.
Yeah, very much so.
How absolutely fascinating.
Yeah, 100%. Especially a lot of the late model Porsche stuff. I've had a few clients that bought them.
Really?
To get them into certain elements of, this. See, for us, who gives a fuck? Because we've been involved in all these fucking various elements, and we've actually walked away from
lucky.
We've walked away from elements because I don't want to be part of that element. That element doesn't suit me.
Yeah.
But we've been very privileged because we're so seasoned. We've been around the block. We've seen it. It's like, you know, people, again, we've been very blessed and asked, been a part of that new TV series. There's fucking some TV series are going out there filming car dealerships. Then we've been asked, that one that I said no to.
Yes.
Then there's another one. There's been there's a big car show coming up, the car show, the motor show, other cars, a motor classic car. We've been asked to be involved in, we're not getting involved. We don't get involved in anything. We don't need to. That's not our space. We're not out there to be shown and seen by everyone. We're not about that. We're under the radar. Yes, we're very blessed. We have an amazing following, and that's due to all your brain work and all your good shit that you do, and that's helped us. But we are still very under the radar.
Yeah.
We don't get out there. You don't see us at other events. Yes, we were blessed to be at the Art Nouveau. We were invited. Well, I think we were the only dealer. Maybe one or two others at best were invited. So that was a very privilege.
And Mailing Road, that was the two we did.
Mailing Road, huge. That's it. Oh, fuck yeah, that was massive. Totally fucking forgot about that. Yeah. Was that in the picture?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Fuck, I totally forgot. That was massive. So again, it's a really topical, interesting question that gets asked all the time. I get asked it. I got asked it on Sunday when people ask, is any Lambos coming? And I went, no fucking way. And then someone else goes, thank fuck you haven't got any supercars here. But he owned one of the best collection of classic Porsches. So he's still a fucking car enthusiast.
Yeah.
He's still got cars that are worth as much as an Aventador, but it's a classic Porsche.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So on Open House, there was a white Porsche wearing 2.7 Carrera RS gear, and I have no idea whether it was a real one or not.
No.
Okay.
That guy turned up. He's a lovely guy, big Chinese guy, Asian guy, and he turned up, and it was left-hand drive, that car, the white one.
Yes.
Yeah, and I saw it then, and he was leaving. Lovely guy, and not for sale, because I said, you want to sell it? He goes, no. But yeah, just he'd never been to one before.
Right.
He lived in the state, I think, and he's now located here, and he heard about it, and a couple of his mates turned up, and then turned up, so it was a great, yeah, lovely.
I double take, because I saw it go past, and I went, oh yeah, cool, another classic 911, and I saw the 2.7 on the back, and I was like, what?
One of those resto-y style. Yeah. So, it was again, and it was funny, because there wasn't many supercars, but technically there were when it comes to plenty of GT3 RSs, GT4 RSs, that sort of stuff. Plenty of that stuff. But yeah, no, it was really good. Really good.
All right. And now last question. We actually got two questions along the same train of thought here. So I'll read them both out and then we can discuss. So The first one is, how did you start YTG? And the second one is, what inspired you to start YTG, and how have you enjoyed the journey? So interesting that we got the same question twice from two totally different people. But yeah, how and why did you start YTG, sir?
I started YTG after my time with Duttons. And obviously I was privileged to be a part of Duttons at the startup. Then I got invited to come back to Melbourne when I was running Ferrari in Sydney. This is 2011 and 12. This is when we were still in James Lane, everyone knows, before we built Duttons in Richmond, Madden Grove. I remember going there when there was nothing there. They were just laying the floors, looking up at the sky, which now is the 4th floor, as anyone knows. That's the Bond store as we were. And I came back and privileged to be a part of it. It was an amazing time in my career and life, and I'll always be grateful to Gavin and George for giving me the opportunity. I worked my way up to a director and shareholder when we opened New Zealand, and everyone just assumed that you'd see a tombstone in my office because I was just I was so blessed to be part of something so special. And we built something so special, and like anything, I guess the founders and directors, I guess, have a vision of what they want to do, and I just they sold the business, and
that's the big change, right? They sold the business,
and obviously now you see the Dutton ones everywhere, and that's really what they wanted to do, and the Japanese bought it, and I could just feel that maybe my time was up. Because I knew what their focus was, and what we built was, 10 years, now, or 9 years, and I was like, I just, as I've always said to my staff, and I've always tried to live by it, when you get up in the morning and you go, fuck, I couldn't be fucked, time for you to finish up.
Yep.
So there wasn't a day in 9 years that I never got up, and not to sound crude, like with a heart on, at what I did.
Yeah,
I loved it. I was blessed, and it showed. We ran the best team, and we were blessed.
And Dutton is a monster.
It was an icon. We were blessed at what we built, but when there was too much corporate interference and whatever, and different directions and so on, I started losing that love for it. So, which I never thought I would, and I wake up and realise this is not for me anymore. So, I've been very blessed and privileged to be a part of some very big organisations and at the highest level, and work my way up, and I guess it was always like anyone, maybe I'd like to do my thing one day, but because I played in always such a big space, you need serious money, and I guess that's what always held me back, because I don't have that kind of money. But over time and doing things and create a little bit of wealth, and then when I realised that it was time for me to leave, I don't talk about my restrictions of trade when I did jail for that fucking 9-10 months with that that fucking idiot. But jail. But in saying that, it just helped build the foundations for what we're blessed to have built here. So I always had a vision of what I wanted to do, and I think as I was starting to grind at the end, and the board and the directors could see that, and I was really struggling. I just wanted to create something that I'd find the love and, I guess, passion again. Yep. And like I said, a lot of my clients, I'm very blessed, supported me and followed me and encouraged me, and I guess like anything, you got to believe in yourself. And I've always had a motto, to be a bear, be a grizzly, and just like when we built Duttons, I remember it was just Gavin, George and myself, and that was it, in this big place at like 11 o'clock at night, talking about it. And I remember my motto's always been, just burn the boats. So in other words, it has to be a success. You have no option.
Yep.
You have no option. And I've always had that attitude, you don't come for money, you work hard like anyone, no violins here, but just, always had my vision and, like I said, been a part and worked for some of the best iconic operators in the industry, which I'm very, very grateful and very blessed to have worked for. And my kid, mate, I've never done a resume in my life and I've never got the sack. I always told everyone to get fucked. In the end, I did. Whether it be Duttons, Ferrari, DeMillions, I did. I got to a point where, no, I know who I am. I know what I've done. Fuck you, time to go. Because I wasn't getting it back for what I put in. So that's why when I opened this up, and I opened this up in the middle of fucking COVID, and I wanted to create something that was unique, different. I'm not for everyone. My cars aren't for everyone. My brand's not for everyone. But that's okay. You know what I mean? So for me, I took advice from my clients. I took all the years of being privileged to be at the highest end of the industry. I'm very privileged to have achieved things that no one will achieve in this industry. And I've met the people I've met, the network, the database, that's all encouraged me to, I look back and go, you know what, I've always done it right. There's dealers out there that have fucking frequent flyer fucking points at VCAT, ACCC, fair trading. Mate, they may as well have fucking reserve parking there. People we know. I've never been once to court, never had my name in fucking, never. No matter running anyone's Titanic, never. So for me, always believed in having long-term clients and just, and when a client puts $1 million into your account without any paperwork because you've done so much business with them and they just trust you, that's a pretty special place. Yeah. Even some of my other crew just couldn't believe it when clients have just $500,000, $1 million, whatever, when I bought them cars and I might be a bit short. That's trust. You know what I mean? And you're not here to do the wrong thing. So I knew that if I was to open up my own place, I would open up on the right principles and the right systems and the right ethos and the right way. If I was a client and I built this business on, and I can give you fucking that many clients that when you rock up, you look at them, they look like nothing. And you know what they're fucking like. Yeah. And they are fucking something. But see, that's what I love about it. And that's why I've built this place as a very simple, yes, we have the best cars in the world, definitely in Australia. But I wanted to create that place where I don't give a fuck who you are, how much money you've got. Mate, I've got 3 mobile phones, which he knows, 2 that I use all the time. There's 8 billionaires in that phone and 2 royal families. And so money doesn't impress me. I've got one client that's got 3 Gulfstreams, a 650 and 550. So if you know your planes, you know what they're fucking worth. And 200-foot yachts, which are fucking costing them $3-4 million a year to run, let alone buy the fucking things. So for me, I've seen such wealth. It's burnt my head. I'm privileged to go on jets, privileged to go on choppers and unbelievable fucking 20 staff yachts and things like that. And one thing I've learned that is there's shit in everything. Good people, we just like to talk about the supercars, that sort of stuff. But for me, I wanted to create a place that it's not on my terms, but it's conducive to doing really good business with good people. Yeah. And that's what I've really strived hard to do. I've walked away from not fuckloads of business because I don't allow that shit business to come to me. But I've walked away. I just fucking walked away from a deal the other day. Because I said to the bloke, you're buying one of the best cars in the world, let alone Australia. There's only fucking 3 here. And it's been a really shit experience. And the guy's going, so? I go, it's just been shit. You just grind. It's not been nice. And I look at you and I don't want to have you as a client for 20 years. Yeah. And see, no one's ever spoken to them like that because they're all about do the deal. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It's got to be good for both of us because I actually want to nurture and look after you and be there when you need something. And when you want to come back, I want to then do another deal with you. But it's always been a win-win for both.
Yeah.
That's why I've had clients 20 years.
Yeah.
That's why I've got the top 20 wealthiest people, fucking 7 of them are fucking clients. So they're not going to deal with a shithead. So for me, that's why for me, building this place, the ethos is what I really believe in. I'm, like I said, I do rub some people up the wrong way, but I don't have intention about it. It's just the way I am. If I worry them, that's because I'm a threat. I don't need to be a threat. There's enough money for everyone. There's enough business for everyone. You create your own spin. There's a lot of fuckwits out there and you're watching that copy what we do. You're a bunch of fucking imbeciles that you don't have enough fucking kudos to do your own thing. So stop fucking copying what we do, you fuckheads, and do your own fucking thing. But that just will never change. You'll always get that. But that's because we're the best at what we do. And it's because of years' experience, and we love our cars, and we really put that into the work that we do, and we love our clients. And, we have genuine fucking 5-star Google reviews, not like other imbeciles that we worked or know or what fucking pay pricks to do it, and then pay pricks to take the 1-stars off because one fucking idiot brother gets that many fucking mistakes, he fucking pays pricks to take them off. You know what we're fucking talking about, but anyways, don't have to mention names, fucking everyone knows. But in saying that, we've built an ethos of what other people do wrong, we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And it's because we're not greedy.
Yeah.
I don't want to conquer the world. I don't want to open up all over the joint. I've been invited to open up in New South Wales. I've been invited to open up in Queensland. I'm not interested. I've opened up in New Zealand. Liam, we love your brother, who's our partner and family. That's it, mate. We've got a bespoke business, and that's it. God willing, in 10 years' time or whatever, we'll still be here. I don't want to grow the business. We don't want to. We do good business with good people. And that's the ethos about what we built here. It's very unique. It's different. It's not flashy and fancy like some of these other big joints, but we're not flashy and fancy. We just deal in the best cars, get the best service. We're very meat and potatoes, and that's the ethos behind YTG.
Yeah.
So it's a very long, rounded win, but I'm very privileged. I've had a pretty long, illustrious career at the highest levels. So there's not many pricks that have done what I've done. Actually, there's not many. So in saying that, it is what it is. So that's why when I call things the way they are, there are 4 stars on this shoulder because I have fucking earned them. And I do fucking call it, as I said, because my word counts. And some people don't like it. I don't give a fuck. It's not a competition for fucking friends. Yeah. I don't need that. It's like people lost me. People were upset when I voted Trump. Fuck you, go Trump. Go MAGA, and I've got 47 MAGA on my fucking ute too. So in saying all of those things, YTG represents me totally. Yeah. We're pure, we're real, we're genuine, we love cars, and that's what ethos is about. Yeah. And that's what our car culture, and again, in we've been there, next year, 5 years. I remember sitting here like I did with Gavin and George back in the day in 2011, looking at Duttons with the plan, and I did this the same, sat down, and going to be a bear grizzly, and just like I said, we're blessed. It's a thank you to you, massively to you, for your your dedication and what you've put behind, and and your ethos and your work ethic, and all our visions together and how we want to do it. And it's been a journey that we've all been sort of going on, and we've all been lifting, and go well, next year it'll be another fantastic year, because every year has been a bit of a, as move forward as you wanted to do. Yeah. So, like I said, that's pretty much why I wanted to create it. I also wanted to spend more time with my daughter. I drop her to school every morning. That was a big thing I never did. I sacrificed a lot of that when I was building someone else's empire, and I don't want to do those things anymore. So, no one's here before 9:30. Fuck off. No one's here. Don't turn up. And if you are, go and have a fucking coffee. There's no one's here. We work hard, but we work at our speed. So. Yeah. It is, and and just even everything, even like with you and like with Liam, with Tristan and that. From when I first met you boys back at fucking Lunacy, I mean, like where we are now and where you guys and what you guys have achieved individually, and you're growing, and that's what it's about. We all collectively grow together and try and create a nice space that people like, and hopefully we can do business and make a living out of it. And that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, I'll never forget at a previous place of employment, watching two salesmen argue, and when I say argue, I mean screaming the roof off at each other because they were arguing over one client. They wanted to sell him different cars, and they each wanted the commission if they could sell him that specific car.
Yeah.
So these two salesmen are going
at it.
Over money. You know?
Fish rots from the head, mate.
All I could think was, where's the best interest for the customer?
No. But it's what I'm saying, and I say this all the time. If I look after you as my client, that should look after me.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, then I never want to fucking do business with you.
And this is where there's a breath of fresh air difference, right? Because compare that to here, where someone will walk in with cash and tell you, I want to buy that car, here's the money. And you will say, no, I know that's not the right car for you.
I've said it. How many times?
How many times?
How many times? Yeah. I sold, Doctor, you're watching, I am finding your car. One of my best clients in Darwin, fuck the amount of Ferraris and that he's bought off me. But where does he keep them? He keeps them here. Because Darwin, they don't live well, those cars. They fucking die.
Right.
So his doctor, a beautiful client, got referred to me, goes, I want to buy from you, Sean, blah, blah, blah. Lloyd's bought plenty of cars. He goes, I want a classic Porsche. He sees the black wide body, loves it. He goes, I want to buy it, it's fantastic. I go, Doctor, it has no air. It wasn't advertised. He goes, I want you to fit air. Okay. He goes, I love it, Sean. I think it'd be great. I want to give it to one of my sons. So he goes, I'll give you a deposit. I'm going to fly down last week. He goes, I'm going to fly down. I go, all right, Doctor. All right. I rang Lloyd, my other client. I go, I love you, brother. Thank you for the referral. But I just don't think this is the right car for him. And he goes, but, you know, if that's what he wants, it's what he wants. I said, no, but he's not going to enjoy the experience, and he's going to think of me as the person that sold it to him. Even though he's 18, even though he said, I want the car, I want it, but it's always fucking the salesman's fault.
Yeah.
And I said, I've been doing this too long. And like you, how many cars you bought off me? 9 cars over, 10 years? I said, I want Doctor to be my client, and I just think it's the wrong car. And he goes, well, tell him, Sean. You've always told me, and I respect that. That's why I go, so I ring him up, I go, Doctor, give me a bank account details. He goes, well, I go, I'm fucking returning your money. He goes, why? I go, this is the wrong car for you. You are going to fucking hate it. It's a triple black, wide body, 80s Porsche with no air conditioning. And when I put the air conditioning on it, as like Jeremy Clarkson said, it's an old fucking wog sitting behind the... It's shit. It doesn't work. And it's going to fry. And he's like, in all my life of buying cars, I've never, ever had a salesman do this. I go, because I'm not looking for a fucking one-off deal. I want to do business with you forever. This is the wrong fucking car for you. Okay, I'll increase my budget. It doesn't matter. You're still looking at the wrong car for Darwin. Yep. If you want to keep it here in storage, perfect. But it's going to melt up there. So he's like, all right, done. Just find me what will be right. So now I'm going to get, I know he wants a classic Porsche. I'm going to get him a 993.
Yep.
With the proper, better air conditioning in a light colour, and that will work.
Yep.
So I sent him back his deposit. He goes, no, just keep the deposit and find me another car. So, my accountant, or where's the accountant for the other big accountant, sort of goes, what? I go, I've told people this, they haven't listened. And they ring me up, you were right.
Yeah.
You were right. I fucking told you, mate. I fucking told you. I'll buy it back. Of course I'll buy it back. X percentage less. That's the fucking penalty. You don't want to listen. I'll buy it back. Of course I will. 100% I believe in the car. But when they don't listen, as I say, I go, mate, and I've met the wife or met the partner or whatever the case may be. I listen and I talk and I go, this has fuck up written all over it. And I just sit there and I listen. Mate, we've got to be a psychologist, a marriage counsellor, an accountant, a legal advisor, a fucking shrink, we got to be everything listening to all of this. Don't forget, we don't deal in necessities, we deal in wants and desires.
Yeah.
So it's not usually rational. So you got to listen and play and listen and think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just go, this ain't going to work for you. And sometimes they go, no, the fucking testosterone is the best. Mate, this ain't going to work for you. I want this car, Sean. I know you want the car, brother, but your missus is going to fucking hate it. And it's fucking left-hand drive. I'll get used to it. Scratches it the day he fucking takes it home.
Oh.
Wife sats in it. oh, aren't these chairs electric?
In a Testarossa.
What, no air conditioning? What? No, I can't. Oh, no. I tell her. He goes, she hates it. I go, brother, if only I could come up with the fucking Taslotto numbers. Because I predicted this. I go, I've been around the block too many times. What you're fucking shocked is no other fucking salesman or owner or whatever the fuck has ever actually talked you out of it.
Yeah.
Because now you don't like the car and your wife doesn't like the car and it's fucking my fault because I sold it to you.
Yeah.
No, it's not, boy. Your fucking problem, cunt. You fucking bought it and I fucking told you. So I'll buy it back. No stress. And I'll fucking put you into what I find is the appropriate car for you.
Yeah.
I've done that many. Mate, no, it's perfect. Peter, how are you? Merry Christmas to you and Mary. Love you guys. I don't know, fucking 12 cars. Shawnee, I want to get another car for Mary, like what you got last time. And that was a blue Continental Coupe.
Right.
Okay, because we wanted to get to California. I go, fuck, I'm not getting to California. Maybe Portofino. I took him out of his 458 Spider. Just bought fucking heaps of cars, sold heaps of cars. Anyway, I go, all right. He goes, can we get it before Christmas? I go, all right, leave it to me. All right, I got the car for you. What is it? Don't worry about it. You trust me? Yes. How many cars? Plenty. Okay. You and Mary trust me? Yes. Okay. If you don't buy it, I don't give a fuck because I love it. I bought it anyways. All right. What is it? I'm not telling you. Tell me. I'm not telling you. Chris, pick it up. Send it on a fucking truck. Send it out there.
You sent it to his house.
I fucking sent it out on the truck with Chris.
And he didn't even know what it was.
No. It was a Bentley. I said, I'm buying you I bought one. I said, I bought it because it was grouse. And he goes, all right. Midnight blue or dark blue coupe. All right. That's what she wanted. Like what I got last time.
Yep.
I sent it out there. Chris goes. He rings them when he gets out the front. They come out and they're like, and she's just gone, convertible, pewter silver with ivory. Fucking total opposite. I've gone from a midnight blue coupe to a silver convertible. Total opposite. And I've gone, he rings me, goes, I love it. I go, not you. What does Mary think? He goes, she loves it. I went, thank you.
That's
I
awesome.
fucking know you.
That's awesome.
He goes, I love it. When can we get it? So I got it back in. I traded the 25th anniversary against it. And I'm like, I know you. And I bought it well. And, you know, my blue chip client, so I sell it under market value because I'm going to get it back. No big deal. But what I'm saying is, when you know them and you have the confidence because you're looking out for them and you know this is going to work for you. And hard Jewish clients, mate. Hard Jewish clients. And they just trust me. And I just said, awesome. I don't give a fuck if you don't like it. I bought it. I love it. And they loved it.
That's awesome.
And he jumped in the car. You should have seen the video. He fucking jumped in the car because they just fantastic. Good on him. They've just adopted a child. And he's got 2 older girls. And he's fucking jumped. He got off the truck, jumped in and went straight to fucking baby Bunting. And Chris has gone, he fucking took off. And Mary's going, oh, he's took it off. But just what I'm saying is when you really care and you look after your clients, you already fucking know.
Yeah.
I mean, Lukey, one of my best fucking, he's become such a close friend, bought a number of cars. Shawnee, what do you reckon of this? Not for you. He doesn't even fucking question it now.
Yeah.
No, same. Give me this. You're gonna fucking hate it, mate. I'm fucking telling you, you're gonna hate it. No, man, I'm not fucking selling it to you. I'm fucking buy it off someone else. Well, what the fuck am I gonna do? I've said that to him. I'm not fucking selling it to you. What?
That's awesome.
But I'm not fucking selling it to you, mate. Go fucking buy it off someone else. Because you're going to fucking hate it. Well, don't say that. Can you give me the car? I'm not going to buy it for anyone else. I'm not fucking getting it for you, mate, because you're going to fucking hate it. Then I get one in. Yeah, take it for the day. Oh, that's terrible. Don't meet your heroes.
Wow.
But because we become so close, there's still respect. There's still the client at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But it's multiple cars. It's just a different connection.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
You know, it's they just know. It's just I love cars and I want to play cars, and Sean will allow me to play cars, and YTG allows me to play cars, not get raped, not get fucked, and have fun.
Yeah.
And we just go again and go again and go again. And that's what our ethos is. And like I said, mate, obviously it must be working. I mean, we're blessed to have a great following, great community. We're into our 5th year. I still run on an oily budget compared to fucking all the big boys that I used to look after. So we're there.
Yeah.
We're there. And we're doing our thing, sticking to our lane. Plenty of people trying to jump in our lane, but no, we're in our lane. We own our lane. We're everyone else is fucking imitators. We are the innovators. We really are. We're disruptive. We're doing stuff, and that's a credit to you and the crew that you have around you. And we're just doing good stuff. And next year it'll be epic. And watch the space, and hopefully we'll be able to achieve and do some more cool stuff. And hopefully, one of you guys out there or ladies out there watching, hopefully we can help you and look after you next year with the toy. And don't forget, look at the range of stock. The average carny is around 400 or 450, but at the moment I'm ranging from 40,000 to I think 1.5. So it's not all high ticket items, you know what I mean? You'll get a lot of enjoyment out of some fucking special cars. So again, in a very long roundabout way, that's how we started. That's why we did it. That's why we've done it. That's why we continue to keep going, because we believe we've created a little niche. We've created a little space. We're not here to take on anyone else. We don't give a fuck about anyone else. We're not here to compete with anyone else. We really don't give a fuck what anyone else does. We do our own thing in our own way, in our own unique space, and we thank you for those that support us and watch out for us and give us good vibes. And that's pretty much it.
There you go. Well, on that fantastic note, we'll end for the year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you all for your gracious support, your business, the opportunities, the referrals, the amazing cars that we've had through these doors, the amazing stuff that we've been privileged to be a part of, involved with, the crazy shit that's going to happen next year. There's other stuff that we're getting involved with, some exciting things to keep talking about. It just constantly just keeps evolving. And for me, I love you, mate, your family. Thank you so much for all you have done. I just don't know how much it means to me and Rita and all of us, and really your family, and really a lot of this wouldn't have been done if it wasn't for all your support and your dedication. So I'm blessed. So thank you to all everyone that supported us and helped us on this journey. And Tristan, thank you, mate. You've been a champion with all the podcasts and everything that we've been doing, and that's been great. And next year, look forward to more good things. Have a beautiful, safe time, everyone. And we look forward to seeing you in the new year and our next open house.
Yeah, we'll do another one. We'll do another event this summer. So I can't add anything to that. Thank you very much, guys.
God bless. Take care. See you later.
Bye.